Hi, I'm Blaine Moores. I'm at the University of Oklahoma Health Sciences Center. Welcome to the Easy PyMOL GitHub webpage. If you're a beginning user of PyMOL, you may think the term Easy PyMOL is an oxymoron. I would agree with you. To make it easier for my students and lab members to become more productive with PyMOL, I enhanced the method of horizontal scripting. Scripts are not required to do simple tasks like view a new structure, make a few quick measurements, or throw together a quick overview figure. However, you need to use commands entered on the command line to make more detailed figures. Often, a dozen or more lines of commands are required. It is more efficient to use a script file to load many commands into PyMOL. The assembly of traditional scripts involves entering one command on one line in a vertical list of commands in a plain text file. This plain text file is edited with an external text editor. Examples of such editors include Notepad, gedit, and Text Wrangler, all of which are freely available. While preparing to teach PyMOL to first-year graduate students a couple years ago, I found a simpler method. Scores of commands can be put on the command line in PyMOL if they're separated by semicolons. You can even add the comment lines that start with hash or pound sign. The comment lines are skipped over by PyMOL. These comment lines have to be flanked by semicolons. The assembly of a horizontal script on the command line eliminates or reduces the need to use an external text editor. You can edit the arguments of the keywords by moving the cursor on the command line. When you're done with your changes, you hit Enter or Return to see the changes take effect in the viewport of PyMOL. This avoids the hassle of finding and loading a script file and reloading as you edit it. You can move the cursor on the command line with readline commands. These are probably not as well known as it should be. These also operate in web browsers. You use Control E to move the cursor to the end of the line. Control A moves the cursor to the beginning of the line. Control F moves the cursor forward by one word. Control B moves the cursor backward by one word. These last two commands are not available on all versions of PyMOL. Shift Control E will select the line to the end for copying or cutting. Likewise, Shift Control A will select the line to the beginning. To produce a scene, you have to use scene settings. These are obtained by typing getView. This function puts to the command history window 7 lines. 6 of these lines contain 18 parameters that define the orientation of the molecule and the slab position and thickness. These are written as arguments to the setView command. They have these backslashes that have to be removed in order when combining these 7 lines into one line for use on the command line. In addition, they have 9 decimal places, when only 1 or 2 decimal places are really needed for work with biological molecules. Since combining these 7 lines into one is difficult to do, I wrote this script called roundview.py. The roundview.py script just contains a single function called roundview. It returns the settings in a compact format in one line. It's easy to select, copy, and paste these compact settings onto the command line. The compact settings can be added to other commands on the command line. You type help roundview to see the documentation for the roundview function. You don't have to use any arguments on the command line. The default is to show 2 decimal places. And the default output file is called roundedview.txt. This is written to your present working directory. It's a plain text file. It will have the last. On the GitHub webpage, there's for Easy PyMOL. There are links to videos that describe how to download the roundview.py file from GitHub and how to install the roundview.py file for Mac PyMOL, PyMOL Windows, and PyMOL on Linux.